We are waiting for you with open arms. We welcome you here. Cape Town will remain a city of hope and opportunity for everyone.
Cape Town is open, safe and ready to host you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the final game of the evening here at Hartleyvale Stadium. We're heading into a match between the Scotland and Zimbabwe men's over 35 match here at the World Cup in Cape Town, South Africa. The sun's gone down and the wind's picked up again, so it could affect turf conditions. The turf might be slightly drier than normal, and we might see some extra distance on the overheads from the right hand side to the left hand side of your screen. Zimbabwe will be looking to get their first points of the tournament here, and Scotland, having won one and lost one, will be looking to secure a second win. Zimbabwe will be playing in the white and green kit from the right hand side of your screen to the left hand side, and Scotland will be playing in their blue kit from the left hand side to the right hand side of the screen. Scottish number 11, Bobby Ralph, getting the game underway here. Zimbabwe stepping up their press, applying a little bit of pressure to Scotland here. Scotland just getting the ball moving, getting into the rhythm of the game, shifting it out wide, seeing if they can move the Zimbabwean press. They give a ball down the line, but don't quite manage to connect the pass. Zimbabwe now looking to build up out of the back, trying to get some passes going. Building up momentum, heading into the midfield. Picked up on the right-hand side of the field. Zimbabwe building up play, but broken down by the Scottish defense. Pass straight into the Zimbabwean stick. They have opportunity here. Playing into the D. They've got a ball across. Opportunity for a goal here. And a swing and a miss. Zimbabwe will be happy with that build-up. With the first real chance of the game here. Scotland back on the ball. Building up on the left-hand side. Got some movement going, but a good step by the Zimbabwe defender, making the interception and securing possession. And another good pass out wide. Umpire calling them back to where the free hit was awarded. Ball into the center of the field. Good pickup. Good reverse step by the Zimbabwean player as well. But Scotland ultimately securing possession. Now looking to build up play. Heading forward into the Zimbabwe half of the field. Quick ball over the top. And into the D. Cleared wide by Zimbabwe's goalkeeper. Scotland now looking for their first opportunity. Looking to establish a passing line into the Zimbabwean D. They do make a good pass into the D, but not quite connecting with the striker. And Zimbabwe will have the 16 out. Zimbabwe now building up play again. Good pass down the line. Not finding a striker, but gaining some territory. Scotland on the build-up. Good pass into the center of the field. Aiming to find that Scottish striker. But it'll be Zimbabwe's free hit. Scotland shifting the play out wide again. Trying to break through here on the right-hand side of the field. Good pass into the center, but just losing control. And Zimbabwe will have a chance again to launch an attack. Zimbabwe with the ball over the Scottish press. Received by their striker wide. Making a run down the baseline. Breaking into the D. But Scotland doing well to control that ball. Showing some skill there with this 3D dribble. Playing the ball out wide on the left-hand side. Quick ball over the top. Trying to find that Scottish striker, and they will. He's out on the top D. What can he do here? Quick shot off, and it's a goal! The first of the tournament, of the game. Excellent work by Scotland there. Just getting the bounce off the overhead, falling favourably into the path of the Scottish striker, who does well to compose himself and get a clean reverse shot at goal, scoring the first goal for Scotland. Here we can take a look at the highlight. He breaks into top D, quick shot off, and it's into the bottom corner. Very composed. Scotland building up play again. Good pull by the defender, moving it out to the left. Cutting in field, but good pressure by the Zimbabwean midfielder. Passing it out to his teammate. Scotland regaining possession. But Zimbabwe do well, and they're on the counter-attack. They have some momentum going here. They get a connecting pass into the D. Shots off. Not quite connecting, but a good attempt nonetheless. And the ball has gone through the net again. So umpire stopped time, just looking for a replacement ball. Scotland now building up out of the back again. Quick ball into the midfield, but they find the Zimbabwean striker. He plays it out wide, just not connecting the pass. Zimbabwe proving to be quite dangerous on the counter attack, with some real pace on the outside. Scotland now moving the ball wide again. Good pass down the line, but intercepted by the Zimbabwean. Scotland pick up the pass. They're looking to counter now, but they drop back to gain some control over the movement. Build it up properly out of the back as they head into the Zimbabwean off, but picked up by the Zimbabwean. Zimbabwe now on the counter attack. Scotland doing well to control that. Scotland attempt to go over the Zimbabwean press, picked up by the Scottish player. He gets it through to his striker, who now has clear space into top D. Will he get the shot off? He does! Not quite on target, but a good attempt. Zimbabwe play it out wide. Just moving down the right-hand side of the field. Looking for that equalizer. Zimbabwe with the overhead. Doesn't go too far. Scotland retaliate, but it's deemed to be dangerous, so it'll be Zimbabwe's free hit. They play it out to the right-hand side. Down the line towards a striker who manages to get possession, but the umpire deems that dangerous to the Scottish player, who will have the free hit. Scotland play it out to the right-hand side. Scotland just maintaining possession, no pressure on them to score, only aiming to control the flow of the game. Now they play down the right. They don't find the striker, but they gain some territory into the Zimbabwean half. Zimbabwe play it infield, down the line, but turned over by Scotland. They now look for a connecting pass. They turn infield, displaying some skill and control. Zimbabwe intercept. They now move forward into the counter attack, trying to connect a pass. Moving out to the right-hand side, breaking into the D, looking for opportunity here, and they play it into the Scottish foot and get the first short corner of the game. Zimbabwe will look to get on the scoreboard here, equalizing the score at 1 apiece. Zimbabwe setting up with a castle in the near post. They might be looking to go for a drag flick just to test the Scottish defense. Quick ball out, drag flicks away, but doesn't quite get the elevation. So it'll be a Scottish free hit on the 16. Scotland into the midfield. They play it out wide. Quick ball down the line. They do have potential here. This could be a chance for the Scottish players. Quick ball into the D, just not connecting with the other striker. But good reverse pressure, making sure the Zimbabweans don't have time to collect themselves. Good composure there, some nice skill. But Scotland also do well, making 2 successful tackles. Good save by the Zimbabweans. Building momentum into the Scottish half of the field, but a good tackle from the Scottish player. Now moving down into the infield. Good ball wide. They have space here. What can they do with it? Scotland playing the ball into the D. Finding the striker. But he taps it wide, just going over the baseline. Zimbabwe now playing the ball out wide. Back into the infield. Quick ball over. Almost finding a striker. Scotland into the infield. Shifting the game towards the right hand side. They have the overlap. Good pass into the D. They have space here. They have the opportunity and they shoot, but not quite on target. Scotland doing very well to use their chances and to get shots away at goal. Scotland with the long corner. Moving down the left-hand side. Good baseline run. But picked up by the Zimbabwean defender. Carries it wide. Good composure, but straight into the Scottish player. Scotland will now have a free hit. So looking for that ball into the D. Good interception by the Zimbabweans, who now play it into the midfield. Good touch. Some good speed as well. But Scotland doing well to collect the ball there. Umpire indicating that it will be a Scottish free hit. Scotland now playing it out wide. Down the left-hand side. They find their striker, who plays it into the deep. Picked up. Quick pop over. Very close. Some really good decision making by the Scottish striker, just helping it over the charging goalkeeper, but not quite finding the net. Zimbabwe now playing it out on the right hand side. Trying to get the ball over, but Scotland ready for that overhead. They now play it to their right hand side. Good work by the Zimbabwean striker, making a neat tackle, but there seems to be a card from the umpire. Green card showing to the Scottish player. Not entirely sure what that was for, but I'm assuming something happened off the ball. Scotland in the center of the field, but not trapping the ball. Zimbabwe now have possession. Looking for that ball into the D. Great receive. Good control. But Scotland's defense picking up on that loose ball. Scotland now going over, finding their striker. They have space here. Can they use the numbers to get a ball into the D? They're running towards top D. They might get a shot off. Doing well to protect the ball. But Zimbabwe do well to clear it out. Zimbabwe now on the counter, running down the left-hand side of the field here. Trying to find the numbers to get an attack going, but picked up by the Scottish defence on top D. Scotland now carrying it wide into the infield. And that will be the end of the first chukker. So Scotland are leading 1-0 as we head into the second chukker. Both teams doing well, with some good chances at goal. Both teams heading back out onto the pod to get second chukker underway. Scotland leading 1-0 after a magnificent goal. Almost capitalizing again later in the first chukker, but they'll be looking to do so now. Scotland immediately moving the play wide. Just trying to shift the Zimbabwean press here, find any gaps they can. Early through ball straight down the middle of the field. They maintain possession. Scotland now moving towards the Zimbabwean D. Getting the free hit just inside of the 23 meters. Scotland now play it out wide, trying to get that ball into the D, but not quite managing to do so. Umpire indicating that it'll be a Scottish free hit close to the 5-meter line. Umpire indicating that the free hit should be taken where the offence occurred. So Scotland will retake this free hit. Trying to get into the D. They do manage to do so, looking for a pass and a short corner. Scotland will have another chance to capitalise here and to extend their lead to 2-0. Scotland with the castle on top D. They might be looking for the drag flick. Good injection to top D. Good trap. Slip flick. They get it away, but not on target. It's a good chance there for the Scottish men, but not quite managing to capitalize. Zimbabwe now shifting play, picking up the ball in the infield, but Scotland intercepting the pass. They now look for a counter-attack. They're awarded a free hit, which they try to take quickly, but they don't see any clear options. And they don't manage to connect the pass. Just attempting to play that ball a little bit too quickly. Zimbabwe now looking for the pass on the line, but picked up by the Scottish player, who sends it infield. Scotland trying to find their way through the Zimbabwean press. Managing to do so as they keep shifting the ball between the left and the infield. But Zimbabwe now have a chance here on the counter-attack. They play it out wide. There is some space. Unfortunately a missed trap. Scotland picking up the pass there. Another turnover by Zimbabwe. And they'll be awarded the free hit. Just bobbling over the Zimbabwean foot there, so it'll be a Scottish free hit. Scotland pushing up their numbers, trying to create options going forward. Scotland now playing it down the line, almost finding their striker. Just a little bit too much pace there. Zimbabwe going for the overhead, almost finding their player, but unfortunately the bounce does not work out for them as Scotland picks it up. Scotland regain possession, moving back into the Zimbabwean half of the field. Scotland now play the ball out wide to the right hand side of the field. Zimbabwe. Now moving to the left-hand side. Touch out by the Scottish player, but there'll be a Zimbabwean free hit on the sideline. Into the infield. Trying to connect the pass, but turnover by Scotland. They have numbers here. Moving into the D, they have a chance. Quick pass. Umpire has already blown his whistle, so it will be a free hit just outside of the D. Scotland still looking to extend their lead here. Crash ball into the D, hitting the Zimbabwean player. They have possession. Once again hitting the Zimbabwean. Umpire deeming that to be dangerous, so it will be Zimbabwe 16. Quick ball into the infield. Picked up by the Scottish player, looking for the ball into the D. They have the ball wide, they have space here. Can they get a shot off? They do. Good save by the goalkeeper. So it'll be a long corner for Scotland. Scotland keeping up the pressure here. Still trying to extend their lead, consolidate their control of this game. Now moving it out to the left. Quick ball into the baseline. They play it across, but Zimbabwe cleared wide. Scotland have been awarded this short corner here. Setting up with two castles this time around. No clear slip flick, so we might see a straight flick from top D. Quick push out to the first castle. Slider going in, but picked up by the Zimbabwe defender, and he plays it out wide. Scotland will now have the free hit, close to the halfway line. The wind wreaking havoc as some items are being flown across or blown across the field. Zimbabwe with a big ball across into the D, but straight into the Zimbabwe defense. So the umpire awarding them the free hit. Zimbabwe now play it wide. Good ball infield. They have extra players, so they pick it up. Quick ball over into the path of the Zimbabwean striker. They have space in the D here. What can they do with it? Trying to find the foot, but just too late, as the ball already rolled over the baseline. Good interception by the Zimbabweans there, showing some good commitment. They now have a chance here, another counter attack. Trying to play it out wide. Just misreading the situation. Scotland now. Good ball to the left hand side of the field. Cutting straight through the Zimbabwean press. Quick ball infield. There's some real danger here. But the Zimbabweans doing well to apply pressure and regaining possession. They now look to counter. Scotland doing well to keep the pressure high. Awarded a free hit. Zimbabwe now move forward again. Just shifting the ball back. Trying to get some space and momentum going. Good ball into the infield. Quick pass outside. Looking for the pass into the D. But picked up by the Scottish player. 7 minutes to go. Scotland still looking to extend their lead, while Zimbabwe are looking to equalize. Picked up by the Scottish player. Zimbabwe applying a high press, trying to get that counter attack going, but Scotland doing well to just move the ball into the space, building up play into the midfield. Quick ball across the field, incredible pass, finding the player overlapping on the right hand side. Fumbling the pass as Zimbabwe pick up the ball. They now want to build up. Quick ball down the line. They find their left link, who plays it into the center. The midfield just moving the ball, shifting the Scottish press. Scotland do well to get position there. Some good skill just getting around the Zimbabwean player. They get into the middle of the field but play it back out wide, trying to find an option going forward. They now move it to the left hand side of the field. Quick ball inside, they find a foot, so it'll be a Scottish free hit just outside the D. Scotland doing very well to shift the Zimbabwean press. Scotland dropping the ball out. Quick ball in. Aiming to get a touch, but cleared wide. Scotland now have a chance from a long corner. They have an overlapping run from the right back. They do send the ball to him. He'll make a run into the baseline, trying to find a pass. He does. Quick tap in, but a great save from the keeper. And a P flick awarded. Scotland will now have the opportunity to score a stroke, which will extend their lead to 2-0. Umpire indicating that the Zimbabwe player made a dangerous tackle, and hence the P flick has been awarded. Good work by the Scottish player. And we have another goal, extending the lead from 1-0 to 2-0 for Scotland. Have a quick look at the replay here. Easy as you like. Onto the goalkeeper's stick side, and a good goal. Zimbabwe quick to fire back, getting a shot of, but not quite finding the target. They now have a long corner. Zimbabwe ball in, but hitting it straight into the Scottish player. Scotland now shifts the play again. With a 2-0 lead, they'll be happy to maintain possession and just control this game, not allowing the Zimbabweans to pick up pace. Good tackle by Zimbabwe, but not quite clean enough for the umpire's liking. Zimbabwe play quickly, but straight into Scotland. We now move it to the right hand side of the field. They do well to cut inside. Good interception by the Zimbabwean, who plays it wide onto the left, but Scotland do well to just clear it over the sideline. Zimbabwe now throwing away possession. Scotland maintaining control, just shifting the ball, making clean passes as they move the ball forward. They now enter the 23 meters, but intercepted by Zimbabwe. Another turnover. Scotland have possession. They try to work it out to the right hand side, but Zimbabwe do well to tackle. They do find the striker, but the umpire's already made the call. Scotland now looking for a ball in. They do, but Zimbabwe intercept. Zimbabwe making it through the Scottish players, trying to get the ball out wide. Aiming to find their striker, but too many Scottish players between the two of them. Scotland now move it out to the right hand side, down the line. Finding their right link, but picked up by Zimbabwe. Doing really well to regain possession. Umpire awarding the free hit to Zimbabwe, indicating that they should move it out wide. With 2 minutes to go, Zimbabwe will want to score at least one goal, just to reduce that gap that they have to close in the second half. Collision between the two teams. Umpire giving Scotland the benefit of the doubt there. Scotland quick overhead, moving the ball wide. Received by the right back. Plays it back. And they now shift it to the left hand side of the field. Still looking to move the Zimbabwean press to make them lose their shape. And Zimbabwe pick up the ball there. Quick ball over, trying to find the striker. Scotland intercepts and made dangerous by the Zimbabwean running in before the Scottish player could gain control. Zimbabwe trying to intercept, but Scotland do well to get the ball there. They have a chance here, breaking into the D. They find the Zimbabwean foot. They continue the attack. Still trying to gain ground. Picked up by the Zimbabwean and played out to safety. 40 seconds on the clock. Scotland will be happy if they can extend the lead here to 3-0, which will give them a lot of room going into the second half. Quick ball in. Picked up by the Scottish number 11. But Zimbabwe do well to make a tackle and just clear the ball away from their half of the field. Scotland have time here. Goalkeeper just controlling it to the right back, but picked up by the Zimbabwean. They have a chance for a counter here. They have numbers. Good ball into the D, but not capitalizing. And that brings us to the end of the second chukka, as well as the first half. Scotland currently lead 2-0, so Zimbabwe will have to have a serious talk in the half time to try and get back into this game.
Masters hockey players, want to get selected and perform in national and international tournaments? My name is Lauren Penny, international hockey player and coach. And over the last 10 years, I've helped close to 1,000 hockey players to do just that. And now, I want to help you. So I've put together a free training video called The 4 Ways to Modernize Your Game, available at themodernhockeyplayer.com. Inside the video, you're going to discover how to stay competitive, confident and injury-free as you get older, so that you get selected and excel in national and international masters teams. Get instant access at themodernhockeyplayer.com.
And we're all ready to get underway again here. Zimbabwe is going to start off the second half on the third shaka. Scotland currently leading 2-0. So Zimbabwe will try to close that gap, while Scotland will try to extend. And away we go. Zimbabwe moving the ball out wide. Scotland pressing hard. Applying that early pressure. Just trying to get the ball around the Zimbabwean player, but not quite doing so. Umpire awarding the free to the Zimbabwean right back. Zimbabwe now playing the ball in. Shifting it wide, out onto the left-hand side. Down the line, back in field. Doing really well to shift the game. Gaining some territory into the Scottish half. Trying to find that ball infield. But Scotland do well to pick it up. Zimbabwe still have possession down the baseline. Looking for the pass. Almost scoring. Hitting the post. Just barely missing a goal there. Exceptional work down the baseline. Scotland trying to give it up and over, but straight out of the field. Zimbabwe will now have a free hit deep into Scottish territory. Still trying to find their first goal of the game. Good reverse pressure by Scotland. Finding the foot of Zimbabwean player. Scotland over the press of Zimbabwe, but the Zimbabwean right back picking up the ball on the bounce, playing it infield, and then trying to move it wide, but not making that connection. So Scotland will have the opportunity to attack from the left-hand side. Scotland now shifting the ball out onto the right. Back to the left. Just maintaining possession, ensuring they keep control of this game. They've got nothing forcing them to try and get a goal, so they'll be happy just maintaining possession here. They do find the Zimbabwean foot, so it'll be a Scottish free hit just inside the half of Zimbabwe. Or just outside it, apologies. Scotland up and over, but Zimbabwe pick it up on the bounce, play it out onto the left. They find the striker who plays it infield. Good ball, but picked up by the Scottish defender. Scotland now playing it out wide. Good dogleg pass. They find their striker out on the right hand side, who plays it into the D, but picked up by Zimbabwe. Scotland once again doing well to apply that reverse pressure. Zimbabwe moving the ball well, just getting around the Scottish midfield, but Scotland now regaining possession here, playing into the midfield, out wide again, back into the midfield. Scotland on the right hand side, collision there, strong tackle by the Zimbabwean defender. They still have possession, up and over, collected by the Zimbabwean player. Scotland not being five, so Zimbabwe get the free hit. They play it quickly out onto the left, but they lose possession. So Scotland will have another free hit out on the sideline. Scotland with a pass out to the left, back out to the right. Just continuing to shift the Zimbabwean press. Scotland cutting into the infield, but picked up by the Zimbabwean defender. Scotland again, they regain possession. looking for that pass going forward. Crash ball straight into the Zimbabwean. Goes down but doesn't seem to be injured. So it'll be a Zimbabwean free hit. Zimbabwe now moving the ball towards the left. Moving out wide. Doing really well to maintain possession. Zimbabwe here with a good attacking opportunity. Trying to find a ball. And the umpire awards a free to Scotland. Not entirely sure what that was for. Scotland now shifting the ball out to the left. Back to the right. Doing well to just shift that Zimbabwean press. But straight into the right striker, who now has a chance. He'll look to establish a counter-attack here. Picked up well. They're just moving the ball, trying to find space. Good step by the Scottish left back. Just tapping it out. Zim in with a chance. Little back and forth there, but ultimately Zimbabwe gained possession. Zimbabwe with a quick pass back. Now trying to shift the Scottish press. Looking to find the space to get their first goal of the game. But straight into a Scottish player. Who now shifts towards the right. Getting a good ball across. Out wide to the right striker. Will run towards baseline. He drops it back to the right link. Cuts infield. Back outfield. Into the baseline space. But not being trapped by the right striker for Scotland. Zimbabwe down the left-hand side of the field. Good pass into the infield. They have momentum here. They have space. Some good skill getting around the first defender. Some bad contact there. Scottish player's gone to the ground. Hopefully it's nothing too bad. Seems like the Zimbabwean player's stick made contact with the Scottish player's head. But he's back on his feet, so he seems to be okay. We'll restart with the bully here. Zimbabwe just playing it towards the Scottish players, showing some good sportsmanship. Scotland not quite trapping it there, bit of an awkward bounce. So Zimbabwe will have another opportunity down the right hand side of the field. Ball into the midfield by Zimbabwe. Trying to find the pass forward, but picked up by the Scottish player. Strong whistle from the umpire. This could be a card, and it is. Yellow card shown to the Zimbabwean national. Zimbabwe now down to 10 men, which will make it difficult to close that 2-goal margin. Scotland now playing it out to the left. Good interception by Zimbabwe. Just breaking the momentum of the Scottish attack. Scotland now shifting the ball out wide. Quick pass into the D. Good touch. Trying to go for goal, but not getting it on target. So it'll be another free hit for Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe trying to find passes, but with one man down, it'll be difficult to do. Scotland now back on the attack. Quick ball to the left. Just maintaining possession. Scotland happy to just move the ball around as they protect their 2-goal lead. Quick ball down the left-hand side. Scotland run towards the D. They get the circle entry, but they don't find their strikers. Zimbabwe doing well to intercept that pass, but another good turnover by Scotland. Protecting it down the baseline, trying to find something, perhaps a short corner, and they are awarded a short corner. Another good chance here for Scotland, who will aim to extend their lead to 3-0. Scotland setting up with 2 castles again. Might be a drag flick from top D. Good injection, but a slight mistrap. Good zigzag, ball in, and a great goal! Just going underneath the body of the Zimbabwean goalkeeper. And another goal for the Scottish men. Scotland now extending their goal, or their goal lead. We'll have a look at the replay here. Slight fumble with the trap, but Scotland do really well to recover. Zimbabwe now running on the counter-attack down the left-hand side. Still trying to close this 3-goal margin. They get a free hit. Just inside of the Scottish 23, but Scotland regain possession. They now move it out wide. Good pick up by the Zimbabwean defender. Not managing to maintain possession there. Scotland now just moving the ball. Moving it into space. They have a good ball out wide, moving down the left-hand side. Maybe looking to get that 4th goal. Scotland now have a long corner. Big ball out to the right-hand side. Just continuing to shift the Zimbabwean press. Trying to expose any gaps into the D. Good run down the baseline, but a good tackle from the Zimbabwe as well. Scotland now have possession again. Trying to find any of their players in the D. Quick ball in, but no one on the receiving end. Zimbabwe into the midfield, out wide again. Scotland really applying the pressure here. Zimbabwe trying to find a pass, but Scotland making it very difficult to do so. Two minutes of the shaka remaining. Zimbabwe still to get onto the scoreboard. Scotland regain possession. Quick ball over the top, onto the Scottish stick. Opportunity for a counter here. Ball going out wide. There is space. Drop pass by the Scottish. And now play it all the way back, shifting the ball out wide to the left. Trying to find a new angle. Back out to the left hand side. Some skill into the infield. Moving the ball towards the D. Into the D. They have possession here. They play it towards goal. And it's cleared out wide by the goalkeeper. Zimbabwe now with a long corner. Scotland with a long corner. Apologies. One minute remaining of this last of the third chaka. Good ball in by Scotland, but blocked by Zimbabwe's defense. Scotland now have a free hit just outside the D, and they've been upgraded to a short corner. Zimbabwe not moving 5, so Scotland will have the opportunity to score another goal, extending their lead to 4-0. Scotland with the injection to the first castle. Flick off, but not on target. Zimbabwe will be happy with that. "20 seconds remaining here. Not much time left for Zimbabwe to close that margin. And they lose possession as the ball goes out wide. And there goes the Uta, which signals the end of the third chaka. Scotland leading 3-0. Both teams back on the field as we start the fourth chaka. Scotland still leading 3-0 and Zimbabwe yet to get on the scoreboard. Good tackle by the Scottish national, who now has a free hit on the sideline. They play it all the way back to their defence. Quick ball into the infield. Great pass. Just not being trapped by the left link there. Scotland doing really well in the reverse press, which has proven to be quite dangerous in previous instances. And now play the ball into the infield, but to find the Zimbabwean foot. Quick run into the D. Could they get something from here? No. It just bobbles wide. So it'll be a 16 out for the Zimbabweans. Quick ball by Zimbabwe. We now play it out wide. Out onto the left. Scotland regain possession. Once again moving it into their back line, as there's no pressure on them to continue scoring goals. Quick ball in. They do get it. It bobbles past. Shot off. Great save by the Zimbabwean keeper. Doing really well to block that, as the shot came from near P spot. Scotland now moving the ball out wide. Out onto the right hand side. Zimbabwe do well to make the tackle. Scotland drop it out into their link line. Bit of a bobbled pass there, so Zimbabwe have the opportunity here. Zimbabwe now the threat. Sending their players forward so they can get some height on the field here. Picked up by Zimbabwe. Good tackle by the Scottish players. And the ball's played out over the sideline. Quick ball over the top. Trying to find the Scottish striker, but a little bit too much. So Zimbabwe will have a 16. Zimbabwe trying to connect the pass there, but picked up by the Scotland. They now move it towards the center of top D. Running into the D, but surrounded by Zimbabwe defenders, so not having the space to get the shot off. Scotland take it quickly, and Zimbabwe have not gone 5, so the umpire awards a short corner. Scotland will have another opportunity to extend their lead. Scotland's heading up with 2 castles again. Quick injection to the first castle. Slips it to the left. Quick run out. But a good tackle from the Zimbabwean wave. Zimbabwe now moving the ball down the field. Still trying to make a dent in that 3-goal margin. Zimbabwe have a long corner here. Good opportunity for them to get on the scoreboard. They play it out wide. Quick ball over the top. Trying to find the striker, but Scotland getting in the way. Good tackle by the Scottish players. Passing onto the stick of their striker. Some good pace here, moving towards the D. Quick ball in, but Zimbabwe do well to clear it wide. Both players' commitment being tested. Scotland will now have a long corner. Just under 10 minutes remaining of this final chukker. Bobbles into the Scottish player, so it'll be a Zimbabwean free hit. And the umpire cards the Scottish player, a green card shown for chirping the umpire. Zimbabwe now pass it out wide. They should have a numbers advantage here, so this could be the opportune time to close that gap. Scotland awarded the free hit. Scotland just shifting the ball to the left. Hard tackle by the Zimbabwean. Quick ball over by Scotland. Trying to find the wide striker. They do. They have possession in D here. Looking for that short corner. Not finding it. Zimbabwe now have possession. Running out onto the left-hand side. Trying to find their left striker. Chasing the ball, but it will roll over the sideline. Scotland moving the ball down the right-hand side. Good tackle by the Zimbabwean. Just interrupting play there, breaking some of the Scottish momentum. Another free hit awarded to Scotland just outside of the D. Good ball into the D, trying to find their player. Good save, good clearance by Zimbabwe. Going for the back foot shot, but Zimbabwe's midfielder just getting in the way. Doing well to interrupt that shot. Scotland now back to top D. Good shot, another good save by Zimbabwe. Keeper doing really well to keep the ball out of the goal. Zimbabwe cutting infield. Picking up some momentum here. Ball across, they do find the player on the left. Ball through the line, trying to find the player, but picked up by the Scottish left back. Zimbabwe pick up. The press doing well to intercept. They have it on the top tee. Great save! Incredible work by the Scottish goalkeeper. Unreal scenes. Zimbabwe doing their best to get onto the score sheet here, but being denied by the Scottish goalkeeper with an incredible diving save as the ball was heading towards the top corner. But Zimbabwe not giving up, making their way down the right-hand side. And they get a free just outside of the D. Trying to get the ball out wide on the left. We'll watch the replay here. Ball comes in, quick deflection, but incredible reflexes and agility from the Scottish goalkeeper. Big ball over the top, almost finding the right hand striker, but gaining a lot of territory, making it difficult for Zimbabwe to launch a counter attack. They build up play into the midfield. Scotland not managing to intercept there. Zimbabwe play it back, trying to build up play. Play it out to the right, back into the infield. Quick pass into the infield. Scotland do well to interrupt the run there. Zimbabwe is free, it's on the sideline. Just about 4 minutes left to go. Zimbabwe running out of time to get back into this game. Zimbabwe play it out wide. Quick ball into the infield, shifting it to the right hand side. Ball down the line. But Scotland will regain possession as they have the free hit on the left hand side. With 3 minutes left, Scotland will aim to just maintain possession as they have established control over this game. Good tackle by the Zimbabwean. They regain possession here. They're in a dangerous spot. Quick ball into the D. They do find the striker, but he just taps it out wide. Zimbabwe showing some incredible work ethic, not dropping their heads at all. Good interception by the Zimbabwe national, and they'll have a free hit on the sideline. Interception by Scotland, but Zimbabwe regain possession and they play it into the infield, but a good step. Zimbabwe still have the ball, trying to find the strikers. Good follow up, but some stick contact which leads to Scotland's free hit. Into the foot of the Zimbabwean. Now going for the overhead. But a good interception by the Zimbabwean right back, who now tracks back to find his man in the D. Scotland move the ball down the left hand side. Quick ball into the D, but a great interception from Zimbabwe. Quick ball in. Seems to have hit the foot of the Zimbabwean defender, so it will be a short corner to Scotland. With 50 seconds on the clock, this could be the last play. Scotland with a single castle. They might be looking to do a variation here. Zimbabwe will try to keep it out. A minute on the clock. Good push, slider in. But a good touch by the Zimbabwean goalkeeper, just nicking it over the baseline. Scotland crash ball in. They have possession. Good shot. And Zimbabwe's goalkeeper blocks it again. Scotland now. They have space in the D. Quick ball in. Trying to touch it into goal. But Zimbabwe do well to just carry it out. Scotland nudging it over the baseline. So Zimbabwe will have the opportunity for a 16. Scotland regain possession. Quick ball into the D. Picked up by Zimbabwe. We now play it out to the left. Left link. Scotland down the right hand side. Last few seconds here. And that is the end of the game. Scotland winning 3-0, but Zimbabwe showing some real heart, fighting until the very end.